President Donald Trump does not need to break the law to be impeached, according to the former White House lawyer who literally wrote the book on the subject. The Constitution gives Congress the power to impeach a president for high crimes and misdemeanors, but that is open to interpretation, according to Barack Obama's former lawyer Cass Suste. It is clear that an impeachable offense need not be a crime, he told 9com.au. For example, if a president goes on vacation in Paris for 3 months, he is impeachable, even though that is hardly a crime. Terrible invasions of freedom would be impeachable. Read more, what is impeachment and how does it work? Read more, Trump has nothing to hide on Flynn. Suste, who is a professor at Harvard, has just published Impeachment, a Citizen's Guide, detailing the little-used mechanism to oust U.S. politicians from power. The organizing idea is abuse or misuse of presidential power, whether or not a crime is involved, he said. The definition of high crimes and misdemeanors is effectively up to Congress, which means Trump could be impeached entirely at their will. However, Republicans hold a substantial edge in the House of Representatives and a narrower one in the Senate. Which means even if Trump decides to take a 3-month overseas holiday, it is unlikely his own party will move to ditch him. Despite impeachment being a simple and legally loose procedure for Congress to follow, the legislature has historically avoided the process. The House impeached both Andrew Jackson and Bill Clinton, but the presidents kept their jobs because the Senate voted it down. Richard Nixon resigned once it became apparent that he would be impeached by both chambers. In all 3 cases, the impeachment proceedings were a labored, drawn-out process. Last week, 58 House Democrats voted in favor of debating articles of impeachment, just a fraction of the 435 members of Congress. Even if every Democrat in the House voted for impeachment, they would need the support of 24 Republicans for it to pass. The Senate is an even tougher proposition, with a 2/3 majority needed to sack the president. Right now, congressional committees continue to be deeply engaged in investigations into the president's actions both before and after his inauguration, top Democrats Nancy Pelosi and Steny Hoyer said in a statement. The special counsel's investigation is moving forward as well, and those inquiries should be allowed to continue. Now is not the time to consider articles of impeachment. Both Pelosi and Hoyer were in Congress when Republicans tried to impeach Clinton, and witnessed it backfire against the conservatives. As was Bernie Sanders, the firebrand liberal who has been one of Trump's most vocal detractors. I think jumping the gun does nobody any good, Sanders said. If we are going to go forward with impeachment, I want the American people clearly to understand why that is the case, why it makes sense, why it's the right thing to do. I don't think we're there right now. Copyright 9 Digital Proprietary Limited 2017